Placid, which would open on February 13 and close on February 24, was set against this national and international angst, uncertainty, and fear. We were hosting an international festival, but there seemed to be little reason to smile and celebrate, even if big things were expected from American athletes like speed skater Eric Heiden, figure skater Linda Fratiani, and alpine skier Phil Mayer. For sure, there were some smart hockey people who looked at the U.S. hockey team and recognized it was very good and could surprise people and maybe win a bronze medal. In those years, U.S. amateur hockey did not have a track record of success, and a third place in the Olympics would be a major accomplishment. But as for the gold medal, it was certain that the Soviet hockey squad, a longtime powerhouse, would win it for the 5th consecutive Olympics. The Red Army team was a collection of some of the best hockey players on earth, amateurs in name only, who were also employees of the Soviet state and military. They trained hard, intelligently, and innovatively. The players worked together seamlessly and cooperatively, and together they played a game that was precise, elegant, fast, and highly effective. National Hockey League teams and NHL All-Star teams faced the Soviets and got trounced. An exemplar of the country and the military complex that sponsored it, the Soviet national team was mysterious and powerful. Its players wore plain red uniforms with CCCP, Russian for USSR, stitched on the front. Their faces showed little emotion, hardly ever a smile, as they dismantled opponents. At Lake Placid, and on American ice, the Soviet hockey team would win a gold medal, and a battle in the Cold War, and the entire episode would make us feel even worse. To certify what the United States and everyone else was in for, 4 days prior to the opening ceremonies of the Games, we played the Soviets in an exhibition game at Madison Square Garden and lost 10-3. It wasn't good. The next day, in my hometown newspaper, the Boston Globe, sports writer Peter Gammons commented on anti-Soviet political protests outside of Madison Square Garden the night of the game, and on the game itself. Hockey is simply not the place for the evocation of political passion, not when it involves the Soviets. That was yesterday's first lesson. The second is that no one in the Olympics is going to challenge them. As long as it's hockey, the Soviets will always have the last laugh in the Olympics. That they reminded us of yesterday. Considering international hockey history and that a Soviet victory at Lake Placid was all but unanimously conceded and accepted, it is understandable what word came to the mind of Al Michaels and what he blurted through that headset. It was appropriate. It was also appropriate to exult in a group of American college kids that beat the big and bad Soviet bear at a time when America desperately needed a victory. Yet it didn't take a miracle to win the unwinnable and beat the unbeatable and to lift the spirits of a nation. The fact was, we were a great hockey team, a collection of very good and great players who operated under the mentorship of a great coach and his staff, and who together demonstrated teamwork for the ages. That we beat the Soviets and won Olympic gold was not a supernatural event, even if sometimes it seems that way. I also remind people that our gold medal effort at the 13th Winter Olympic Games was not just about one game, but 7 games. We won because of the teamwork we exercised and put forth in a thrilling last-minute come-from-behind tie against Sweden, and in wins over Czechoslovakia, Norway, Romania, West Germany, the Soviet Union, and Finland. We won because of proper preparation, and then focusing and playing our best hockey at the most important time. I am forever fortunate and blessed to be a member of that team. Today, my vocation, and avocation, is traveling the country, inspiring people and organizations, and teaching and coaching winning teamwork. The experience and examples of the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team are fundamental to the way I make a living, and they also play an integral role in the way I make my life. It is immensely rewarding to help people and groups perform optimally and achieve their full potential.